That morning when I reached my husband's funeral, I realized I was completely alone. Not a single relative came. Not our daughter. Not even her own son. It was just me, standing beside the man whose whole life was spent loving the very people who didn't show up for his last goodbye. The clouds hung low over Rosewood Street as I pushed open the doors of the church, the same church where Michael and I got married 32 years ago. Today should have been filled with people who loved him, people who shared memories, laughter, stories. But it wasn't. It was empty. Completely, painfully empty. Not a single relative was present. Not his brothers. Not his cousins. Not even his own daughter, the child he adored the most. My hands shook as I clutched the funeral program, my vision blurring from tears I had been holding back since dawn. I checked my phone one last time. There was a message from my daughter, Claire. "Mom, I can't come today. Busy. I'll visit another day." Busy. On the day her father was being buried. And then came the message that broke me even more. From her 19-year-old son, my grandson. "Nana, sorry. Have a match today. Can't skip. Dad will understand." Dad would understand. The irony cut like a knife. Michael had been the one who bought him his first cricket bat. The one who drove him to practice every morning at 5 a.m. The one who cheered loudest from the sidelines. And today, on his grandfather's funeral, the boy couldn't spare 30 minutes. I wiped my face with trembling fingers. I wanted to be angry. I wanted to question everything. But I had no strength left. Not for anger. Not for blame. I stepped into the silent church, where Michael's coffin rested under dim golden lights. The priest looked at me with gentle, apologetic eyes. "Mrs. Turner, I'm so sorry. I thought others would be here by now." I swallowed the lump in my throat. "It's just me," I whispered. Even my own relatives, people who laughed with Michael, ate at our table year after year, didn't come. One cousin had texted me, "Work is hectic. We'll pray from home." Another sent a cold message. We didn't know him well. 32 years. 32 years he gave love, loyalty, respect to every single one of them. Yet today they couldn't give him a goodbye. I walked to the coffin and placed my hand on the polished wood. "Michael, I'm here. I'm so sorry no one else is." The emptiness of the hall echoed back, louder than any words. The priest asked softly, "Would you like to say something?" My legs felt weak, but I forced myself to stand. In front of rows of empty pews I began. My husband wasn't a perfect man, but he was a good one. A man who worked 2 jobs. A man who gave everything he had to his children and grandchildren. My voice cracked. But today, neither his daughter came, nor his grandson. Not a single relative. He deserved so much more. Tears streamed down my face. Maybe we raised our family to believe love was guaranteed. Maybe we never taught them that love needs effort too. I couldn't say more. Grief crushed my words. As I sat back down, the silence of the church felt heavier than before. The priest stepped forward, ready to close the coffin. Just then, my phone buzzed. A voice note from Claire. Her shaking voice filled my ears. Sorry. I made a mistake. I should be there. Please, please wait." Before I could respond, another message came from my grandson. "Nana, I'm coming. I shouldn't have skipped. I'm sorry." My breath caught. I wanted to hate them for their carelessness, but part of me still longed for them to come. Minutes later, the church doors swung open. Claire rushed in, hair messy, face red from crying. "Mom, please forgive me. I don't know what I was thinking." She broke down and hugged me. "Dad didn't deserve this." Before I could reply, my grandson entered, guilt written all over his face. "Nana, I'm so sorry. I miss him already." They walked together to Michael's coffin. Claire placed her trembling hand over his chest. "Dad, I'm here now. I'm sorry I was late." Her son whispered a prayer, his voice cracking. I stood beside them, my heart aching, but healing even if just a little. Finally Michael wasn't alone. As the coffin was closed, Claire took my hand. "Mom, I promise, from today, family comes first." I squeezed her hand gently. "It should have always been like that, sweetheart." Outside, as the wind brushed through the trees, I looked at the two people who had broken me in the morning but mended me by noon. Love sometimes comes late. But when it comes at last, even the deepest hurts begin to soften.